Hello, welcome to my channel. And today we'll be learning about sonnets. So, what is the agenda of this class? We'll learn about Shakespeare, what is a sonnet, specialty of English sonnets, and why did Shakespeare write sonnets. Yes, the aim is to focus on UGC NET exams and also KE exams. Yes, lectureship and then complete and required time utilizing comprehensive approach. Moving forward, who is this? Yes, this is none other than William Shakespeare. Then we call him as Bird of Avon. Avon is a place where he was born, and we call him Bird of Avon. So this is a place where William Shakespeare spent most of his life here. So here is the place which he wrote most of the works, and he has spent his life moving. So which era was Shakespeare from? Shakespeare was from Elizabethan era. Elizabethan era was an era which gave lot of dramas, very good literature. And then Shakespeare was from he was born on 23rd April 1564. This is based on the church records in which Shakespeare was baptized on 26th April 1564. Based on that, we have concluded that he might have been born on 23rd April 1564, as during those days children were baptized at day 3. Okay, Shakespeare was dead on the same date of his birth, 23rd April 1616, from Elizabethan era into Jacobean eras. So, moving forward, Shakespeare, he first joined the theater as a helper, like making the stages, holding over the screens, and all these things. And slowly he got a chance of acting in the dramas, and then he became a playwright by writing the dramas. Slow, it was a slow and steady. Yes, most of his best known tragic dramas written from 1601 to 1607, so 6 years he has written very good dramas. We can consider that Shakespeare had written 1.5 drama per year. Okay, prefer to base to his plays on existing stories, novellas or plays which were existing. The same he took and he wrote on dramas. So coming to sonnet, so you can see in the picture, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? This is a very famous sonnet from Shakespeare. This is sonnet number 18. Yes. So first we'll learn what is a sonnet. A sonnet is a one stanza 14-line poem written in iambic pentameter. Okay, so it is a 14-line poem written in iambic pentameter. It is complete in a single stanza. The sonnet, which derived from the Italian word sonetto, meaning a little sound or song. So, sonnet is a word derived from Italian word sonetto. So this sonetto in Italy means that in Italian it means a little sound or a song. Okay, so in English when it came we called it as sonnet. Moving forward, there are forms of sonnets. Here I have mentioned the three sonnets. The one is Petrarchan sonnet, which is original. It is from Italy. Shakespeare, which is also called as English sonnet, and the third one is Spenserian sonnet. Okay, so I have divided this. So English and Spenserian from England, Petrarchan from England. The original form of sonnet was the Italian or Petrarchan sonnet, in which 14 lines are arranged in an octave. Kindly make a change. It is octave, 8 lines, rhyming A B B A. That is 8 lines, and a sestet which has 6 lines. Okay, so rhyming either CDE or CD. Okay, so this is about Petrarchan sonnet. Moving for English sonnet, that is Shakespeare sonnet. This came later. Okay, and it has three quatrains. What are quatrains? Each quatrain is a part of a sonnet which has 4 lines. That is why we call it as quatrain. This has a rhyme scheme. The first quatrain has A B, second has CD, and third has EF. The last couplet, 2 lines, are called as couplets, heroic couplets, and this has GG. Okay, coming for Spenserian sonnet, which has a variation. Okay, so he has a rhyme scheme of A D A B, B C B C, C D C D, and the last couplet has E E. Okay, he follows the same pattern as Shakespeare, but the rhyming scheme is different. So in the exam, if they give you a sonnet and ask which whom does this sonnet belong to, we can easily make it out from the, yes, the rhyme scheme which is used. Okay, which type of sonnet. And moving forward, for the Shakespeare sonnets, what are the characteristics of Shakespeare sonnet? The first quadrant has four lines and the rhyme scheme is AB, AB. This establishes the subject of the sonnet. Moving to the second quadrant, this develops the sonnet's theme and it has four lines. The rhyme scheme is CD, CD. Third quadrant, this is moving. This is like around the theme. Here he speaks around the theme and it has four lines. The rhyme scheme is E, F, E, F. The fourth quadrant, this should act as a conclusion. This is the conclusion. See, for every speech, it starts with good morning and ends with good thank you, right? Not good, sorry, thank you. So, like this, it has to start and end. So, the same way here, the first quadrant is the starting and the fourth is the conclusion. So, this has rhyme scheme GG and it has only two lines and it's a conclusion of a sonnet. Moving forward, it has a structure. It has 14 lines. So we are focusing only on Shakespeare sonnet. So I have mentioned about the other two. Now we are only focusing on Shakespeare sonnet. And this has 14 lines which can be broken down into four sections. Okay, called quadrants. But the first three quadrants can be called as quadrants because all of them have four lines. The last one is called as couplet and it has only two lines. Then moving for a rhyme scheme. This sonnet, Shakespeare sonnets or English sonnets, has a very strict rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of Shakespeare sonnet is A B A B C D C D E F E F G G, and you have to note that there are four distinct sections of the rhyme scheme. So each quadrant has its own rhyme scheme. Moving forward, this is always written in iambic pentameter. Sonnets are written in iambic pentameter, a poetic meter. This iambic pentameter is a poetic meter with 10 beats per line made up of alternating stressed and unstressed. So, example, as I gave you the before example, that is, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? So there is a stressed and unstressed, stressed and unstressed. So there is alternating, okay, alternative stressed and unstressed beats, and these are 10. Moving to the intro of Shakespearean sonnets, there are total of 154 sonnets written by Shakespeare, and these are mostly written in 1592 to 1598. Okay, so this is the era where this is the time period where England was struck with plague and all the theaters were closed. As I've told you earlier, Shakespeare's lifeline was dramas and theaters, and all these were shut down. So this time he wrote sonnets. In 1598, Francis Mears first referred to Shakespeare's sonnets as sugared sonnets. Okay, so where did he mention this? In his own book, Palladus Tamaya. Okay, Palladus Tamaya. In this book, he has mentioned about it. So in 1609, Thomas Thorpe published the sonnets in quarto form. Okay, so what is a quarto form? That is nothing but in a single page it will be divided into four parts and in each part there will be publishing. So this is called quaterform publishing. Along with the long poem with the sonnets, he also published the Passionate Pilgrim. This Passionate Pilgrim was first attributed to William Shakespeare, but later we came to know that Shakespeare did not have any hand in writing this poem. Okay, yes, this is about Thomas Thorpe's publication. And Thomas Thorpe's publication of sonnets was dedicated to Mr. W. Hatch. So, who is this Mr. W. Hatch? According to Thomas Thorpe's publication of sonnets, we can come to conclusion telling that Earl of Pembroke was Mr. W.H. Earl of Pembroke was William Herbert and his brother Philip Herbert, but Shakespeare himself wrote long poems, that is Venus and Adonis, Rape of Lucre, which were dedicated to Henry Wriothesley. Therefore, we can conclude that it was written to Earl of Southampton, Mr. W.H. Earl of Southampton. Moving. Sonnets are from 1 to 154, but in that, if we take divisions, 1 to 126 are addressed to a fair youth with whom the poet seems to have had a romantic relationship. And then 1 to 17 are called procreation sonnets, where Shakespeare urges the fair youth to get married and have children through whom he can preserve his beauty and youth. So, this is what Shakespeare wants to tell in the procreation sonnets. Moving forward, 18 to 126, this focuses on power of poetry and pure love to defeat death and enemies. So this is a general theme. Then sonnet 79 to 86, these are for a rival poet, probably his own contemporary George Chapman, who was another contemporary of Shakespeare, but he is also known as Jacobean playwright. He is the famous translator of Homer, and he has written his own tragedies. To name some are The Blind Beggar of Alexandria, The Revenge of Buzzy Dumb Boys. And coming for sonnets 127 to 154 are addressed to a dark lady. We don't know why did he name her as dark lady, whether it was for her character or she really was dark. She's promiscuous and cunning. Promiscuous, she's sexually too active. With whom the poet and the fair youth are in love. Both are in love with the same lady. Sonnet 153 and 154 are about Cupid. So this is all about Shakespeare's sonnet. For today, I'll be signing off. This is Adya signing off. Thank you for listening to me. Kindly like this video, subscribe for this, as you will get many more videos like this to get prepared for your examinations. Kindly share for your friends who also want to prepare. So, thank you.